Hi students, now that the official notification for the recruitment of Generalist Officer in the Oriental Insurance Company Limited is already out, you must be all set to prepare for the same. The first step in one's preparation is always an adequate knowledge of the syllabus, exam pattern, the changes introduced in the pattern of examination, and how one should plan his or her preparations in a way to do with the syllabus and the revision before the examination takes place. And the most important of all is that you just do not have to complete the syllabus on time. What matters is that your preparations should be planned in a way that you are able to perform to the best of your ability in the examination. We know that the pattern of all the banking examinations have been showing extreme modifications when compared to previous year's examinations. All that you need to do is to be ready for a bolt from a blue and tackle the questions with ease. So, for letting you score the maximum marks in the upcoming Oicl Generalist Officer examination, we are providing you all with a strategy intended to solve all your queries regarding the Oicl exam preparations. Look, everyone has only 24 hours in a day. What makes the difference is how one utilizes these hours. So, just reading through the strategy won't do. If you really wish to crack the examination, you need to dedicate most of your everyday hours to studies only, as it's the high time to start off with your preparations. You have got hardly 1.5 months for your preparations. Alarm bells are already ringing. Do your best. You will reap what you sow now. Students, the last date to register for the online examination for Oicl is 15 September 2017. The online examination Phase 1 will be held on 22nd of October 2017, Phase 2 will be held on 18th November 2017 and Phase 3, that is the interview, will be held post-declaration of Phase 2 online examination. And here is the pattern of Phase 1 and Phase 2 examinations. Phase 1 will include a preliminary examination. The pre-exam consists of objective test for 100 marks and will be conducted online. This test would be of 1 hour duration consisting of 3 sections as follows. English language 30 marks, reasoning ability 35 marks, quantitative aptitude 35 marks. English will be only in English, whereas reasoning and quantitative aptitude will be in English and Hindi both. The total duration is going to be of 1 hour and total marks to obtain is 100. Phase 2 examination will be a mains examination. It will consist of objective test for 200 marks and a descriptive test as well for 30 marks. Both the objective and descriptive tests will be online. Candidates will have to answer descriptive test by typing on the computer. Immediately after completion of objective test, descriptive test will be administered. Objective test for your mains examination shall be like this. It will be of 2 hours and there will be 4 sections for generalist and 5 sections for specialist of total 200 marks. Reasoning of 50 marks, English of 50 marks, GA of 50 marks, Maths of 50 marks. Total duration will be of 120 minutes and a total marks to be obtained as 200. Number 2, descriptive test. The descriptive test of 30 minutes duration with 30 marks will be a test of English language, letter writing 10 marks and essay 20 marks. The descriptive test will be in English and will be conducted through online mode. Prepare a study plan. Such a timetable would assist you in completing the target syllabus on time. Organize all the things you have to do and fix your timetable around it. Making a timetable inculcates a sense of discipline. The aspirant is bound to give a certain amount of time to a particular subject or topic. Once you are done with the topics in advance, you get enough of extra hours to revise everything that you have already done. Regular studies reduce the level of stress as the number of topics to be done does not accumulate into blizzards, hence provide the aspirant with a better physical and mental health. If you do not revise the topics that you studied months back, you end up remembering nothing at all. Do remember that you need to assess your progress from time to time. Practicing with the test series helps you ace the original tests or examinations. You can identify what topics you are good at and where you lack. That way, in the original examination, you will choose to attempt the very section first that you are very good at or say fast at. Adda247 test series encompasses a range of questions that match the level of frequently asked questions, previous year questions, and new pattern questions for Oicl prelims as well as mains examinations. Computer-based test series for Oicl AO also help you save your time as they stimulate the real test and let you know how to attempt the questions in a way that you are able to attempt the maximum number of questions within the stipulated time. It also gives you an All India rank so as you can assess where you stand and how much more you need to work in order to make the grades in original examinations. The trick to scoring marks in quantitative aptitude section is to attempt the questions on quadratic equations, simplification and approximation first and then going for number series. After having attempted all these questions efficiently, go for data interpretation. The number of questions based on DI in the examination can range from 10 to 15. In every DI, 3 questions are always doable and the rest 2 are a bit tricky and calculative. The remaining few questions will be based on miscellaneous topics like CI and SI, time and work, pipes and cisterns, partnership, etc. The average time will be spent on these sections should be 25 minutes. Practice continuously, it will pay big time. Reasoning ability. The trick to attempt the maximum number of questions in reasoning section in minimum time is to attempt the difficult puzzles at the end. Start with the questions that are not in the form of puzzles. You can choose to start with the question based on inequalities, direction and distance, logs, coding decoding, alphanumeric series and other random topics. Then try to start with puzzles that appear easy to be solved and proceed with moderate and difficult puzzles in a similar way. So this is how you have to manage to attempt this section. Make sure that the time you spend on solving this section does not exceed 20 minutes. English language. The trick to scoring in English section can vary from one person to another depending on his or her strengths and weaknesses. If you are good at vocab and reading, then attempt the reading comprehension first and proceed with cloze test and other miscellaneous topics like error detection, para-jumbles, phrase replacement, double fillers, etc. But if you are good at grammar after attempting reading comprehension, in the end, the reading comprehension too should be attempted in a way that you attempt questions based on vocab and phrases first and then the questions that need a deep penetration through the paragraphs. The important topics for cloze test are subject-verb agreement, prepositions and verbs. These topics may help you some other questions too that will be based on grammar. So make sure that you have these topics on your fingertips when you are to attempt the examination. This section should be finished within a time limit of 15 minutes. So students, work hard, put your heart, mind and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret to success. Best of luck from all of us here at Adda247 for your preparations.